Okay guys, this time we're going to be checking on how to give reasons, but before doing so, we're going to have a little review of the previous contents. If you take a look into that, we have a big question. What items do we need to take when traveling? And if you look at the pictures, right there you have a couple of clues. For example, exactly, you need shampoo, conditioner, lotion, toothbrush, toothpaste, which we call the personal care items. You also need to take your documents like passport or ID card, and you need to take money with you. For example, cash, credit cards, or debit cards. If you're going sightseeing, then definitely take your camera and your cell phone. And a map is going to be always a good help. What other elements can you think of? In here, you have a little exercise where you have to choose the correct words to complete the sentences. The first one is made for you. You use with your toothbrush to clean your teeth. Options are a soap, a tint, and toothpaste. Correct answer, letter C. What about number 2? You use at the beach if you don't want to get a sunburn. Options are a makeup, sunscreen, a pair of scissors. What's the correct answer? Exactly, it's letter B. For number 3, you wear when you go to bed. Pajamas, a bathing suit, or sandals. Correct answer is letter A. Most people use to wash their hair soap, a brush, or shampoo. And that is correct, letter C, shampoo. When you go camping, you use in your tent because you don't have a bed. Options are insect repellent, a flashlight, or a sleeping bag. Correct answer is letter C, the sleeping bag. A lot of men use to remove the hair on their faces. What do you think? A brush, a razor, or a towel? Exactly, it's letter B, a razor. For number 7, if you are hurt or sick while camping, get medicine from batteries, a towel, or a first aid kit. A, B, or C? Definitely C. For number 8, bring extra with you to get power for your flashlight or radio. Batteries, pajamas, or makeup? Correct answer is letter A, batteries. Number 9, wear to keep your feet cool when it's hot. Sunglasses, sandals, a hat. Correct answer is letter B, sandals. And the last one, it says people sometimes wear on their faces to look good. Sunscreen, makeup, or insect repellent. That's letter B for makeup. You also have to remember how to give advice. Remember that advice is going to be suggestions or recommendations that we can give for a very specific situation. This is related to a little review of the exercise we had in the previous class. So right there we have different problems, and the plan is that you give the recommendations using different expressions. For example, I can't find my wallet. You should look for that in your bedroom. Burglars broke into my house. You have to call the police. I was fired from my job. You need to look for a new job. This food I have just cooked tastes terrible. Why don't you go to a restaurant? My husband left me. Oh, that's too bad. You should go out with your friends. I didn't pass the exam. Oh, you need to study more. My business has gone bankrupt. It's a good idea to ask for money at the bank. And I didn't get the job. It's important to be more prepared next time. In terms of giving reasons, what we are doing over here is to combine the activity that we have with the what for or the why you are doing that activity. So take a look into this conversation between Alicia and Rita, and I want you guys to read it carefully to find it out. How do we express, the reasons for the activity that we are doing? If you take a look over here, it says, I need to go shopping to get a new suitcase. I need to go shopping is my activity. To get a new suitcase is my reason, my what for. Why do I need to go shopping? Because I need to get a suitcase. So instead of having two separate ideas, we combine them in only one idea. And the reason is started directly with the verb to and the verb. Look at the second example. I have to go online. That is my activity. What for? To find a cheap flight. So take a look at the grammar elements that we have right here into giving reasons. And you can find this information on page 67. In the first column you have, I'm going to Puerto Rico, that's my activity, to see my relatives. That is my why, that is my reason. I need to go shopping is my activity. To get a suitcase, that's my reason. I have to go online, it's my activity. To find a flight is my reason. We can also use this to make description. It's easy to do this homework. It is not hard to speak English. It's very common to have these descriptions with adjectives like hard, nice, easy, good, and important. Like when you give advice, it's important to and the verb. It's a good idea to and the verb. If you take a look into that, you have a little exercise where you have to match the sentences. In the first column, right here, we have the activities. In the second columns, we have the reasons. What we have to do is to match the activity with the reason. Look at the example that we have over there. Jim and Anne are planning to go to Ecuador. They are going to learn Spanish. If I want to express that in only one idea, I'm going to say, Jim and Anne are planning to go to Ecuador to learn Spanish. Over there, you have the reason for their trip to Ecuador. Look at number 2. First, Jim needs to call the embassy. I'm sorry. And then we say he needs to find out about visas. If we put those two together, you're going to say, Jim needs to call the embassy to find out about visas. For number 3, he's going to go on the internet. Right there, he's going to look for a cheap flight online. So if you put them together, you're going to say he's going to go on the internet to look for a cheap flight online. If you notice, I took the first part of the idea in here to put the two sentences together. Look at number 4. Anne has to go to a bookstore. She wants to buy a good guidebook. So what do we say? Anne has to go to a bookstore to buy a good guidebook. Then she's going to the library. She wants to do research before they go. Then she's going to the library to do research before they go. Jim's going to go to the bank. And the answer over there is he needs to change some money. So let's put that together. Jim's going to go to the bank to change some money. Jim and Anne are going to go to the mall. Answer, they have to buy some suitcases. Put them together. Jim and Anne are going to the mall to buy some suitcases. And finally, they are going to the bus station. They want to pick up an airport bus schedule. So if we put that together, we're going to say they are going to the bus station to pick up an airport bus schedule. So remember that what we are doing is to express the activity, and then we give the reason, the what for, the why for that specific activity. If you take a look over there, we have an exercise that is taken from page 67. And what you have to do is to combine the two sentences. So you have the activity and then you have the reason. Look at the example given. I need to get a phrase book to learn some expressions. I have to call the embassy to ask about a visa. It is a good idea to go on the internet to get a flight. You can call a travel agent to get a hotel room. I need to buy a guidebook to find out about trains. You should go to the bank to change some money. So what I did was to combine the two ideas so you can have the activity and the reason. And then you can take a look at the questions that you have over there, and it's how to continue with conversation. So once again, you guys, if you have any question, don't hesitate to ask. Thank you.